Welcome to Mountain Accents. My name is Cynthia, and this is Pepper, and she does not like the camera. She's a little camera shy. Yeah, say hello to the... You don't want to say hello? Okay, you can go on. She doesn't like to be on camera, but I try to get her to sit still for a minute. Today is Sunday Sews. I thought I would share what I have got made in October. A couple things I've already talked about. I'll briefly mention those, and I'll tell you about my new makes and some other mail that I received, and just what I've been up to. So I may look a little sweaty because I walked on the treadmill while I watched Andrea at Beyond the Pink Doors live this afternoon, and today is Sunday, November 12th, and we had pastor appreciation at my church today and had a dinner, and I thought, well, I needed to walk off some of that food, especially the dessert. And so I am wearing one of my latest make, actually. So if you watched one of my recent videos, you would have seen that I made my first Donny shirt in a spoonflower fabric, and I decided I wanted to make it again, and this is in a Liberty Tonalon. First time I've ever purchased a Liberty fabric, and since the Friday Pattern Company Donny shirt does not take a lot of fabric, I purchased just enough to have this, and I do have a little bit of scrap left over that hopefully I can use for like pocket linings or something like that. But this is just a very delicate print, has a little bit of pink and blues and whites, and then I use the bias binding trim to save. I did that with the last one too, and I don't recall if I mentioned on the last one, because it is kind of a crop top, I added 1 inch in length to that one, and this one I added 2 inches, and I'm happier with where it hits me at. And let's see if I can get my stuff together. I will show you. It's probably on the bottom. So this is the Friday Pattern Company Donny shirt. I made a size extra large, and it has a lot of people's very familiar with it, but it does have some gathers on the back. Has a double yoke, and you use the burrito method to do the collar. I eliminate this pocket on the front, and it has a very nice facing that goes inside to help create this collar with in this center seam. And so it's a very simple construction, but I like the way it looks, and it's very comfortable. And so far I've only made this top in cotton. My last one was on a little bit heavier cotton, and I believe I'd like to have it also try it in viscose at some point in time. Not this year, probably next year sometime. And then, so I did make 2 Donny shirts, one at the beginning of October, and this one was at the tail end, and I think I actually finished it on November 1st. I also made the Tessuti pattern, Monroe Turtleneck, which is a free pattern, and I did talk about that in my Chatty Ketchup vlog from a few weeks ago. So if you want to see it, you can check that out, but I will insert a picture. And the next thing that I made is a sweatshirt, and in that video that I mentioned before, I told you I had cut out for this pattern, but I called it a Freya top instead. But it's not a Freya, it's the Tilly and the Buttons Stella hoodie, but I made it without a hood. I didn't have quite enough fabric to get the hood, and I made it with, I used cuffing. This is poppy cuffing. I also used poppy cuffing to create a band at the bottom because I prefer a band, and I did the little kangaroo pocket, and I will insert a picture of me wearing it, and this is just super comfortable. I've made one of the Stella jogger hoodie, or the hoodie before, and I love it. It's super comfortable, and it is from the Two Button Stretch Book. And I've actually made the hoodie before, and I've made the joggers a couple of times. Once I made the joggers in French terry, or either that or a lightweight sweatshirt. I'm not sure. I can't remember what the blend is, but they're super comfortable. And then the next one I just made out of a cotton jersey, and I really like those. And I want to make another pair of the cotton jersey joggers to have for loungewear this winter. And so that's something I do hope to get made out of, or made this fall. But this camo French terry I got from Beyond the Pink Door, you know, Andrea's shop in Ireland, and I wanted it to go with these. These are dirty now because I pulled them out of my hamper, but these are the Closet Core Morgan jeans. It's my very first pair of jeans that I've ever made, and so this is the pattern, and I made, yeah, just a straight leg and a, let's see, I made a size 14 of those, and it has the button fly, the coin pocket, and back pockets, and these come together very well. And I've actually got a pair of these cut out to make this fall, and I think these are not a perfect match, but well, they look good together, I think. And so that's what I made this to go with these specifically, but I will also wear them with joggers or other jeans. And the other project that I have been working on is a quilt for my son. I'm not a quilter, but I have finished piecing together my fabric strips and cutting into large squares. So this is one square, and got another one here. And I'm not sure if these are exactly his colors, but I was aiming for blues and greens. Here's one that's got a little bit more green in it. And then I want to use some I've got some other green fabric and other blue fabric that I was going to use to some border to mix in with these squares. And then when I was cutting out all my squares yesterday and laying them out, and taking measurements, I realized I've made way too many squares. So I'm going to have enough to make not only a quilt for him, but probably enough to make a good size, I guess like a throw quilt. Yeah. So yeah, I'll just, with mixing in with other fabrics. Now if I was just using this, I probably could get by with just using that, but I wanted to mix in the other fabrics that are more solid. Well, they're not exactly solid, but you know, they're the green and blue predominantly. And let's see, I think that's pretty much all that I've been up to. I haven't got back to the Evelyn shirt. I've still got it in my work in progress, and I'm trying to stop procrastinating, but I am procrastinating on that. You know, sometimes you just have a project where you start it and then you realize you want to do something else, and you just don't have the heart to finish it just yet. And I think I'm gonna really like it when I get it finished. It's just that it is another short sleeve top, and it's not one that I anticipate wearing over the winter, but I will wear it next spring. So I may put it aside and wait on and finish it next spring, but I may just button down and tackle it sometime next couple of months. But no, Christmas is coming, and I've got a pair of camo jeans cut out for my son, and I've got a camo shirt cut out for my son. And then I'd like to make, there's another pattern that I'm thinking about trying for myself for Christmas. I'd like to use that green fabric that I got in one of my Think Pink subscription boxes. I want to say it was back in March, because it was the St. Patty's Day, St. Patrick's Day box, and I thought the fabric was very Christmassy because it does have the gold lurex threads in it, and I would like to make something out of it for Christmas for myself. So stay tuned. I might get that done. And before I go, let me tell you about the mail that I finally got, that I ordered like a month and a half ago. I think a month and a half ago. And it's probably now on the bottom of my little stack here. But I get the Simply Sewing magazine digital copy through my Amazon Prime account. So I generally read the magazines there. I can't download any patterns from that. But when I saw, let's see which issue this is, 113, and it had this Atelier Jupe Hannah blouse pattern. I knew that I had to have it, and so I went online and I purchased just this one issue. And so here's what came with that. You got the magazine, you got a little Christmas Makes booklet, which it does have some cute little ideas. Nothing that I probably will make, but if I there was a couple things that I might attempt later, but not this year. And then there is this little Cocoon dress that is for French Terrier fleeceback sweatshirting, which looks very comfortable, but I don't wear dresses like that. Yeah, if I'm going to wear sweatshirting, I'd rather have just sweatpants and a you know, a jumper. So yeah, but it's really cute, and it actually, it does look like it has a cool construction, you know, with the raglan sleeves, and I'm not sure if that is just a little detail or if that's a pocket. Yeah, I can't tell. Oh, I see on this she does have her hand in it, so it's a pocket. So that's a really cute thing. And there's some other there's a wrap skirt, easy apron, and blouse top. You know, there are other things in here that's interesting, but here's like their little layout for the Atelier Jupe shirt, and that is what I bought this for, which is still a good deal because I can't remember, 15 pounds, 16 pounds, and you'd pay for an indie pattern, you'd probably pay you know, $20 in US dollars, and that's a comparable for me to get this pattern. And Atelier Jupe is, I'm finding, is one of my favorite indie pattern companies. It's not my only favorite. I may do a video sometime on my top favorite indie patterns or pattern companies. So stay tuned about that. And I think that's going to be a wrap. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. It's sunny here in North Carolina, but a little bit chilly, but not too chilly. So I am enjoying sitting outside on the porch with my dog right now while the sun's shining. And I will talk.